Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Mythlok with your host Nitin Nair. In our last episode we focused on the Inca god of Inti. We have decided to stick on with the Inca culture a little bit longer and talk about one of the other very important goddesses of the Incas and the South American pantheon. Goddesses are a very rare case in the mythologies of South America because they are mainly a patriarchal society with men having most of the say in what goes on. So when having a female goddess in the mix, it becomes one of high intrigue. Classically around the world there has been cases where goddesses are usually associated with fertility, love, a rebirth, etc., because that was the traditional role under which women were relegated to in society. But to be honest, there has been a lot of cases where female goddesses have been goddesses of war, wealth, etc., and we will be exploring them a lot more as we go along. Today our focus is Axomamma. Axomamma is considered to be the goddess of potatoes in Incan mythology. She is a neutral god whose whole responsibility is considered to be to help the Inca people with the cultivation of potatoes that had slowly begun to replace maize as the primary source of nutrition. She came into prominence after the Inca learned how to cultivate potatoes on their own without having to rely on the wild potatoes that grew on the Andean mountains. It is also believed that the dead were buried with a potato to symbolize the blessings of Axomamma in the afterlife as well. Not much is known about Axomamma, but every family was known to have an oddly shaped potato at home which they worshipped. She is sometimes depicted as wearing the traditional Incan dress and holding a stalk of potatoes in each hand. She is known to be one of the daughters of Pachamama or Mama Pacha, the Earth Mother. Although she is credited as being the deity behind the potato, Pachamama accepts sacrifices and offerings on behalf of Axomamma. Axomamma is known by different names based on the region where she is being worshipped. She has been known to have the following names: Axomamma, 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 Potato Lady, and Potato Mother. Apart from influencing the cultivation of potatoes by providing for a good harvest, Axomamma is not shown to impact the cosmology of the Inca. As per the Incan mythology, she remains neutral or indifferent to the requirements of the Inca. Her sole focus is on ensuring that there is a steady supply of potatoes to the people and nothing more and nothing less. Although most experts agree that Axomamma is an important part of Inca mythology, they have failed to understand why there are not more representations, festivals, or religious traditions associated with the deity, especially since she controlled or she was responsible for the most primary source of nutrition and food for the Inca civilization. This is one of those mysteries from South America that the experts are still divided and still working on. Hopefully in the near future we will have more information which we at Mythlok will be the first ones to bring to your notice. Thank you very much for tuning in to the Daily Vanilla. This is your host Nitin Nair signing off and reminding you once again that Mythlok is the home of mythology.